What is going on, guys? This is Richie here, back again from the Red Planet Gaming, bringing you something new here. I know it's been quite a while since I've really uploaded anything or streamed, at least consistently and everything like that, but you know what? Here we go. I'm doing something different here, and by that I mean I'm on the PlayStation Now service, as you can see. Wanted to give it a shot and see if I can play like a couple of games, and I was itching to kind of play Red Dead Redemption and the online multiplayer, and lo and behold, it actually worked. I didn't think the PlayStation Now service would have online capabilities as well, but alas, they do. So that's fairly interesting. Anyways, I'm just going to jump right into this. I don't know how much of the game I'm going to be able to play. I only have a week trial of PlayStation Now. I don't really feel like paying $20 a month for the service, or $44 for 3 months, but it is what it is. So we are just gonna jump right into this. We're gonna do single player, and look at that, you even got Undead Nightmare. That's really cool. But we are going to go into the main story. Little fun fact, I've never actually finished this game, but I do know how it ends, unfortunately. The internet is not very kind with spoilers, but that's okay. So, anyways, let's just jump right into this, shall we?
Well, I, for one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Alrighty, that was quite a long intro. I thought it was funny what the girl was saying about flying cars and everything like that. You know, we still don't have that, and it's nearly 100 years later from what the time setting is in this game. But we have fidget spinners, so I guess that's all that really matters, you know? Anyways, so this is giving you the basic rundown of the controls, the blip on your radar, blah blah blah. I gotta say, you know, just moving it around and everything like that, there's really no lag. You know, the PlayStation Now service is very, saving, interesting. It's very impressive, I must say. I think after this, I might do a comparison video. I have a copy of this game on the Xbox 360. I kind of want to see how this quality of the game being streaming looks compared to the Xbox 360, so it'll be interesting. If you guys are interested, let me know. But it's pretty fun to revisit this game. It's been years since I've last played it.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends. But pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
I'm actually going to do something really quick. I'm just going to go to options and play around with some of the stuff. No. So that's all subtitles. We'll turn them on for you guys. And I'm partially turning it on for myself too because I can't really hear. My television is pretty low. I don't want the Elgato, the Blue Yeti rather, to pick up the audio. I could always play around with it when I edit it, but it's still annoying just to hear like that slight echo.
Let's mount up and hit the trail.
Mount your horse. Alrighty.
Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of duff.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's going to take a little bit for the action to kind of pick up.
Whoa there.
Not on vibrate. Hold R1 to slow and stop your horse. Interesting. Forgot about that. You know, it's funny, I wasn't really even all that interested in Red Dead Redemption 2.
You want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. All kinds of soldiers around back then.
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Gee,
With the gameplay and everything that I've seen of it, it looks very interesting, especially the fact that it's pretty much a giant meme.
are
You
you
know what I
planning
mean?
on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
So I actually got curious because my dad was looking into some gameplay and I wanted to show him gameplay of this, and I wanted to show him how online was, and that's the only reason why I was able to figure out
So it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
that
I
online
think I heard
worked.
his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
And I've got to say, this game still looks very impressive, you know. You can still see that there's a bit of a quality drop. It almost looks like I'm playing in like 480 or 720p.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Like, it looks a little bit fuzzy, but just looking at the environments and everything like that, the lighting of the sun, how it
Damn
was just
coyotes.
casted there.
What a waste of good meat. Not far now. You'll see the fort when you get to the top of this hill.
It's very impressive, you know. I think this game is about 10 years old. Or maybe not. Maybe 8 or 9.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
So Chris has actually been playing through Red Dead Redemption 2. If you're not familiar, me and my cousin both share this account. I know it seems as though a lot of stuff has been kind of under my umbrella, but, you know, he's a busy guy. But lately he's been streaming a lot, and he's been playing through this game. So if you guys are interested, I will drop the link to the playlist for Red Dead Redemption 2. Wow, that's a tongue twister. In the description box down below, as well as a couple of other things that you guys might want to check out. But, yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to kind of give you guys something a little bit different and even revisit this game. Again, I don't know how far I'll be able to get into it with PlayStation Now, but if anything, I could always continue it on my Xbox 360 if you guys are interested in a walkthrough. But, for now, let's just sit back and enjoy. I am very impressed with how good this game still looks. But I would love to see, like, some sort of a remaster of sorts. Just to see
Bill!
if Rockstar would do anything.
Bill, I've come for you!
Revamp it. Redo the lighting.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
But I'll take it as it is.
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Man, she said it cost $15 for that bullet to come out. Nowadays, a freaking ambulance ride is $1,000. At least in the U.S. Any of you people that are watching that aren't in the U.S., yeah, that's a real thing. And it's kind of funny he mentioned that hat. I saw a thing on Twitter of people getting like emotionally attached to their hats in Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, you're just constantly losing it, and it's like, dude, come on, really? Which I think is kind of funny. I don't know, it just made me think of that thing that I read a couple of days ago on Twitter, where John Marston was like, have you seen my hat? And, yeah, she mentioned Penny Dreadful, and I was like, what is that again? And they're kind of essentially just, like,
Mr.
old
Marston,
school
back in the land of the living,
comic
I
books
see.
and everything like that, or little fictionalized,
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
stories.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle.
Made me think of that TV show called Penny Dreadful, so I guess that's kind of the reason why that they named it that. Just the time setting of the show, and being that, you know, there were a whole bunch of kind of stories of, like, supernatural things going on.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
So it's fitting. I actually need to check out that show too.
Hop on up. You won't bite. Come on then. I'll show you around the property.
Accompany Bonnie. I feel like she always wanted to be. I think initially when I first played this game on PS3, I don't even think I left the McFarlane Ranch. That's how much, like, I've barely played the story. But I did play a lot of online and Undead Nightmare with my cousin back on the PS3 days. It was a lot of fun, and I really wish that we had the channel back then.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
As well as the technology and the capabilities to record and everything like that, and the knowledge, rather. Would have been pretty cool.
The corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase.
Chris and I had quite a number
That's
of...
the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folks like yourself.
Got a runaway horse right now. I'm trying to, like, focus on whatever she's talking about. But Chris and I had a lot of really cool, fun, and interesting multiplayer sessions and games. Would have been really cool to get a lot of that stuff on footage. We had some crazy moments. Stuff in this game, or GTA 4, or SOCOM. A lot of fun moments.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarlane.
Whoa!
Hey. Trying to hitch, not jump.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest.
We'll go to Bonnie's house and get inside those sugar walls.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. She's gonna make him some hot coffee, San Andreas style.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarlane.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time.
Is it really, though? Is it really beautiful?
Ready, Mr. Marston? Let's mount up and patrol the ranch.
I like how he still has the damage from the bullet wound. I think that's pretty cool. Just a lot of different subtleties, and Rockstar's always been like that, you know? They're probably some of the best in terms of storytelling and everything like
Let's
that.
go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Maybe not so much Grand Theft Auto 5, but I digress. Everybody has their own opinions.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team.
Quite a team indeed. Can we, you know, get moving a little bit? This is a little boring. And I don't have that much time. I have to go to work in like an hour.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you?
Are we really gonna shoot rabbits? Horse. Oh my god. Clearly I've never been good at hitching. Whatever.
Get your rifle out.
Just chill there, okay?
These little thieves have their maker. I can already smell that attitude. Stop. Better shoot rabbits and outlaws, I see.
Oops. That was funny. Put your gun away, stupid.
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Okay.
Come.
What the heck is
If
that?
it's not the rustler stealing our cattle, it's the rabbit stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. That coyote won't be back. Hurry! I bet they're going straight for the chicken.
Come on. Blame Carl.
Good! Shoot, Mr. Marston. That damn coyote!
Let's go.
And the only game that makes it fun to kill animals. I mean, not that it's fun.
Whoa there.
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Thanks, lady. Yeah, I mean, like, look at it. This game still looks good.
This is you, Mr. Marston. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Say what you like about Drew McFarland, but he raised a proper lady. I'm eagerly awaiting delivery of...
Alrighty. Well, that's interesting. I think I will definitely leave it here for now, though. Just to, you know, kind of give a good break-off point and everything like that. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. Favorite this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff, wherever. Any little bit of help is greatly appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and join the Red Planet Army. And don't forget to hit that notification icon, the little bell, so you can be alerted whenever we upload a new video or go live. Again, for those of you who have been with the channel for a very long time, my apologies for being absent. Just life has been very crazy. Today hasn't been a very good day, but you know what? I decided to try and do something a little bit constructive just to keep my mind off of things and whatnot. But it is what it is. You know, maybe you'll be seeing a little bit more of me. Who knows? And it might be a good thing to kind of keep myself, you know, more in focus and everything like that. But anyways, with all that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. As I said, make sure to leave a like, favorite it, share with your friends, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and as I made mention earlier in the video, my cousin has been streaming the game. I will leave the link to the playlist of Red Dead Redemption 2 in the description box down below. And in the description box, you can also find a little Streamlabs donation link if you want to give us some of your pocket change. Not mandatory, it's just there for shiggles. And you can find the links to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, our film channel, and a couple of our friends that we collaborate with every now and then. All of that good stuff in the description box down below. So, that is all. Maybe I will pick this game back up, and I will definitely do a comparison video to the PlayStation Now quality compared to the Xbox 360 version. You know, just to kind of compare and see how it is streaming the game versus actually playing it on a disc. So, be sure to stay tuned for that video if you guys are interested. But, again, there's a couple of different games and everything that I have in mind to play on the PlayStation Now service before my 7-day trial is up. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And I'm pretty much babbling on at this point, so I'm going to cut it here. Again, like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and check the description box for all links and more, and I will catch you guys in the next video. So thank you all so much for tuning in.